the second time I ditched Baldy, and I found the Nostradamus Museum. Look at this, mate. This is hokey dummies. Weird paintings, weird symbols. There's a picture of the young Nostradamus, ugly from day one.
I'm sitting in Nostradamus's favourite chair, and over here is the first love of his life. She's not an oil painting, although I prefer it if she was in one.
Like his girlfriend, the museum was a shocker. And to make matters worse, look who's popped up in the foyer. At first I was scared of him.
He's still following me, mate.
But his following style was Z-grade, mate.
Look, there's Baldy on the left.
Oh, the old duck in the shop trick. Where did he go? I can't see him no more.
Come on, mate. If you're going to follow me, do a better job.
He was a stooge. I told the cameraman to stop wasting film on the bloke.
Hello?
Is Mr. Nostradamus home?
Pourquoi?
Monsieur Nostradamus.
Desperate for information, I started looking for relatives of Nostradamus.
Hello?
Is this Nostradamus, like the house?
J'ai la base. No, Nostradamus, hello?
Yeah, all right, don't worry.
I started knocking on doors. No luck, people were just blowing me off. The conspiracy buster helped me. It was starting to get dark, I was hungry and the investigation was going nowhere. But that's when I spotted this restaurant. Ches Maurice.
Okay.
That's the name on the paper the old bag from the chocolate shop gave me. I've looked inside for a clue. I looked at the people. I looked at the food. And then I noticed the owner. Look at that head. Who does it remind you of? Look at that nose. I've taken a punt and asked him if he was related to Nostradamus.
Ah bah oui. Ah bah moi.
Meet Pepe Nostradamus, the great-great-grandson of the original. This is his restaurant. That's his favourite food. He eats it 7 times a day. Now, he does look like a nut, but he's one of the richest men in southern France. Why? Because he's fully connected to the conspiracy, and he's open about it. He just won't give you any details.
He finds it annoying the amount of people knocking on his door trying to get to the truth in that. His lips are sealed.
But I found his weak spot. I bargained him a pallet of Tim Tams for a little bit of information.
Moi j'aime bien le Brésil.
He always bets on Brazil because he knows that when they're going to win and when they're going to lose, and he knows the way to bet with them.
I asked him about the sexy medieval chicks. He just giggled. I asked him if he knew about the Holy Grail bucket. He just laughed at my face.
Ça dure.
But then out of the blue, he tells me if I want any more information, I've got to marry his daughter.
Ma fille, elle. Maintenant ça change. Il y a beaucoup moins d'ouvriers.
No offence, Peppy, but she's not my type. I sprinted off and booked into a hotel. And I settled down for the evening with a good reading of Choc magazine. I hope that's not Peppy's daughter. Oh, that's a relief. Hey, what's that? I didn't know what to make of all this, but I went back to check out what the guy left. An antique gun and 2 circle buttons. What, are they trying to tell me something? Is this a warning? I was confused, so I went back and read Choc magazine and had a sleep.
This was like a warning from the Circle Society, the secret group, mate, who's behind the whole thing. Trying to, scare me off the trail. Oh, what? Mate, well, I can tell you, stooges, you can leave a sword, you can leave an Uzi, you can leave a tank, even 5 fat chicks. Nothing's going to get me off the trail of this, mate. Bring it on, mate. Bring it on.
I was all fired up, but I didn't know what to do. So I've gone into this church. This is where the original Nostradamus is buried. He wanted to have his coffin in the wall standing up vertical. This has got no significance to the documentary. It just proves he was a wanker who always had to be different. Speaking of wankers, look who's just showed up. I would have slapped his bald head into the holy water, but the priest was doing a mass, so out of respect I let him off. And just then he's pointed to a set of chairs next to me. I thought I would get the gadget out just to check. And look at this, mate. Louvre! That's the famous art gallery in Paris. At this point, I made several conclusions. A, Baldy was actually one of the good guys. And I suspect is related to this World Cup referee. B. Something of importance is in Louvre. And C. Pepe Nostradamus' daughter is a shocker. Goodbye, Bumpkin Lands. Hello, big city Paris, France. It was time to bust the conspiracy, so I marched straight into Louvre. But in the public areas, I told the cameraman to use a camera phone as not to be suspicious. Stop filming that chick's ass, man. In the statue section, ball symbology was everywhere. And there was a little statue that looked like Tula, Habib's fat girlfriend. I checked out the Da Vinci section. I was trying to unlock the code. All those pointing fingers, it must mean something. But these paintings are complicated. Like, look at this, mate. What? A heifer with man arms choking a duck. Stick that one up the arts, Da Vinci. I was about to give up hope, and then I noticed this. A miniature replica of the castle of sexy medieval chicks. This is what it looked like before an army of village idiots inexplicably smashed it to the ground. That's another conspiracy. I knew there was going to have to be a secret entrance around here somewhere. Let's have a look. Ah, there it is. That was easy to find. I've gone in. I was expecting security, but there was none. Move on, Paulie. Quick go. I've gone down the stairs that smelled like pee-pee. I could tell this section was old. It smelled like my nana's garage. The clock is ticking. Use the gadgets, find some clues, man. Not sure what I was looking for. I just looked at everything. As I've come into this chamber, I've seen the penalty for going against the Circle Society.
You can see all the bones from them who've gone against the conspiracy, mate. Look at them. Look at all these bones, mate.
There was a strange, funky, almost sweaty-like smell in the air. You couldn't half tell what was going on in there, man.
There's rumours of orgies, you know, like they go sick.
As I stepped on a condom, I worked it out. The secret society is carrying on the tradition of orgies started by the sexy medieval chicks and them horny knights. Millions of stooge tourists don't realise what's going on right underneath the Louvre.
And we've snuck in, sucked in when you see this on TV, sucked in.
Behind the orgy room, I thought I'd found something important.
It's from The Simpsons, that name.
That was a stooge, but there was heaps of markers, writings on the wall, all of it pointed to this room. Look at it. You can tell it's a tomb, probably of one of the ancient sexy medieval chicks, or one of them horny knights. Gotta use the blue light clue finder. Hurry up, the documentary's gonna be over. 1 minute, what's that? Berlin. Berlin? Huh, of course, where the World Cup's going to be played. You should have seen that coming, Paulie.
They're probably trying to kill me.
It's dangerous in this town, Berlin, mate.
Why they're doing it? Money and power.